Let's start with this.
Curses on you.
Oh my god. Okay, that's broken as hell.
How does it feel being your own
That is
worst
actually broken as
enemy?
hell. Shieldred, Yorkmoth, and Shieldred. What the hell? Hello, welcome to a very special deck tech. Today I'm using Niv-Mizzet Guildpact, and the reason this is special is because I actually own a kind of like a 5-color Niv tribal deck in paper with this guy. You know, the one that's Hell-Q. Obviously, playing paper, it's a lot different from Hell-Q. Everyone's using Hell-Q in paper, pretty much. Not CDH level, but yeah. I've got the new guy in it as well, Niv-Mizzet Guildpact and the Supreme. So I know what I'm talking about when I'm making 5-color guild decks. So this video is special to me. I've always liked Niv-Mizzet. I like big dragons. If you haven't known, I'm just going to autofocus, follow the hand. And is it going to focus? This camera is so annoying. But yeah, this is a pretty cool deck. It uses as many guild colors as possible. So that's white, blue, blue, black, black, red, you know, all those. But the other part that makes it special is it really focuses in on permanence, because it needs to have permanence for this Niv to trigger. He doesn't really care about instants and sorcery. So let's take a look at the deck. So yeah, the other reason I really like this is because I feel like a lot of the other channels, bigger YouTubers, they don't really like making stuff around kind of non-mythic, non-amazing cards. And this does fall into the category of a bit of a meme, a bit niche, because it doesn't actually do anything unless you have guild things out. But yeah, this is my job to kind of make it work for you. And I think I've made it really pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I've tried to avoid the seriously powerful cards so we don't see too many crazy things. But yeah, you want to just put in essentially your favorite guild color cards. Now, there are a few cheats for this. For instance, Judge's Familiar is interesting is because it's both colors, but it's one color because it's hybrid. There are a few other cards with a hybrid cost, but there's not that many that kind of fit into this deck with the cards on Arena yet. In the future, maybe we'll get some more hybrid cards which have more mana than the mana cost, which is, I like that design space, is interesting. They've just printed a 3-color, 2 mana value card and commander, so stuff like that's really good. You know, it doesn't make it OP or anything, it's just a bit more diverse in the color spectrum. And the other way this is unique is because it doesn't just use all the best instances and sorceries, which is what people tend to gravitate towards. So I've had to kind of peel back on the spells a bit and focus a bit more on the permanents. So that's why the permanents are a bit more diverse in this color range. But yeah, it's a really fun video. I hope you enjoy it, and stick around for the very end for the analysis of the games I've had. Let's go. Let's keep this hand. Seems pretty decent. We've only got one actual permanent with guild colors though, so maybe a bit slow. Oh, sit there. God damn it. We have the kill spell, but not the colors yet. So next turn, we're probably going to use Prismari Command, I reckon. We could use... We've actually got 4 removal spells here, to be fair. So we should be able to get it. That is a lot of removal, I have to say. It's good. Chromatic Lantern. Wow, we can just get rid of both of those. This is pretty epic. 2 damage, destroy artifact. Will they quit here? Or will they counter it? Please don't counter it. Oh, that's got to be one of the best Prismari commands of all time. That's satisfying. Very satisfying. Do we want to get a 5-mana spell or a 6-mana? Let's go for 5. Hero of Dominaria would be good. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. We'll just take that. Now, the difference here is that having Niv Reborn in your deck, I think, is not as high tier as playing it as your commander. Interestingly enough. So keep that in mind when you're using really powerful stuff. Banking it in the 99 can make it a bit... Your matchup's a bit easier. Obviously, that changes the whole structure of your deck. Unless, in this case, I'm lucky enough to play things that are pretty similar. Well, I feel they're pretty similar power level anyway. Just depends how you build it, of course, but So many options here. I think we get another red source just to balance it off. Protection from multicolored is pretty good. I don't really want to go for reborn yet because my hand is just so... Okay, we've got to play it. Let's go for Guildpact. I mean, at the very base level, it's a flying 6/6 with hexproof multicolored, so we're facing a 5-color deck. It could be immortal in the right circumstances. I'm playing it out before... Oh, okay, Mirai's Wake. Choose an enchantment you control. Well, we definitely want to kill this, don't we? We do not want them to have copies of this. Jeez, imagine them getting multiples of that. That's disgusting. And yeah, I think we're going to have to kill the Mirai's Wake. Sorry, dude. Oh, I feel a bit mean here, but do I? I don't know. I mean, we would get to draw a card with that as well. Wow, completely obliterated them there. We had all the removal in the world. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this deck going to be high tier? Given the cards we had, we really have to mulligan this, sadly. And this one is just infinitely better because we're going to have access to 2 tri-lands in the first few turns. So you kind of want black, green, X. Yeah, I think team is good here. Black, although we kind of should have chosen Jund, shouldn't we? So something Jundy would have been nice. But yeah, 2 fetch lands to start off is kind of awesome. So something with red here. A try with red. That'll do. So long as we hit another land or so, we should be okay. Oh, they're going to make us discard. Okay. Suppose we'll get rid of Tome. That's a little bit slow, but makes you wonder how much discard they're going to do. Yeah. So it's an ETB discard deck so far. A Yara. So probably want to go for Showdown of the Skulls next turn. Yeah, I think so. And then... yeah, prepare for the big Niv or casualties. Oh, so much removal. Okay. Annoyingly, we didn't hit an untapped source. So unless we top deck one next turn, we won't be able to use casualties. They're going to sack it to draw a card. Okay. Do we want to go for Tasha? Burglar Rat going to make us discard. Okay, so we definitely get rid of the Broken Bond now. Man, this is mean. So this is just to basically draw a discard deck. Ugh, horrible. Inquisition's going to get rid of nothing, so that's good. That's basically a dead card in the hand. They can't get rid of either of these. I do want to use this removal, but at the same time, damn it. That's a shame. We're going to miss out. I guess we just go for Tasha and the swords. It's kind of worth it, right?
Oh, perfect. I've got some
And we just have to pray we get some more lands later on. We could just steal a Virus Beetle out of their deck, but I think it's better to just tick up here. And defend her.
Distance, mortals.
I think we have Wooberg here, so we could just go for Niv next turn and just redraw loads of cards, hopefully. We'll see. They could just obliterate our hand even more. I mean, the nice thing with our field is that as long as we sustain our permanence, Niv can, in this Niv, of course, can maybe regain. Like, the fact we can just draw X is just so good. Assuming we have permanence, of course. Ultimately, I would like a land. Do they have the 1 black exile Planeswalker by sacrificing a creature? There's a couple of cards that do that. Both 1 black, destroy or exile a Planeswalker, yeah, by sacrificing something. It's getting a bit confusing, guys, I'll be perfectly honest. Plain death. Okay. So, they draw a card. The rat comes back, makes us discard again. Cheeky as hell. It's a pretty cool build, though. I guess we will tick up again. And redraw. If they want to discard so many cards in our hand, then I guess trying to get some back would be good. And we get 3, including a Yashan, which is very good against them. Considering it says that people can't pay life or sacrifice non-land to cast... Oh, sorry, to cast activate. It doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't work. This is a trigger. Yeah, that's a shame. Servo schematic. But if they don't stop the ultimate, we're going to get 3 creatures from the deck. And if my calculations are correct, if they like to discard so much, we might get 3 cards that discard their hand. If all of the cards they get are... they use are discard oriented. We shall have to see. Let's start with this.
Curses on you.
Oh my god. Okay, that's broken as hell.
How does it feel being your own?
That is actually broken as hell. Shieldred, Yawgmoth, and Shieldred. What the hell? I'm going to quickly interrupt this video to tell you this video is not sponsored. And because of that, the channel does need help from people like you. So if you do want to support the channel in your own way, you can like and subscribe, which is completely free. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can donate to the channel via my Ko-fi link below, or become a channel patron. And if you become a channel patron, you can get a custom video of your choice. Check out the details below. Facing mill is always pretty scary, especially one that says double the bloomin' mill. But yeah, I mean, we do have some good removal here, as long as we can get our ramp out without them countering any of our things. Would be nice. Let's go for Into the North. Okay, so we've got 4 mana next turn. Maybe give a Judge's Familiar. That could be quite good to kind of mana tithe them a little bit. But that stops our ramp with the forests, extra forests and stuff. But that's fine. Go for Cure. Untap the World Tree.
Let's get moving.
Actually, that was stupid. I should have untapped the Foundry to play the Familiar there. Oh well. It wouldn't have made a difference there, I don't think. Foothills. Blue mana. Let's go for Steam Vents here. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm misplaying really badly here. It's fine. We can return the Guild Mages Forum and still play the Kaya. And get rid of the clock here. Yeah, completely forget. I don't use fetch lands very often. So yeah, these Confounding Conundrums have definitely increased in power, given that fetch lands are now pretty rampant, you know, across the board. I mean, even with our mistake here, they're probably not happy that we just did that to them. But
I love to make a splash.
Judge's Familiar now should slow them down a bit as well. If they go for any instant or sorcery without an extra mana, then they are going to be pretty unhappy. I mean, it also synergizes really well with Kaya. Put a ghost form counter on a creature. When it dies, return it to its owner's hand. That's pretty cool. So it means that if we use the Judge's Familiar, we get it back. And we get a spirit as well, which is pretty nice. And yeah. It's pretty cool. Mirror Shield. That's a really expensive way to give something hexproof. 4 mana. Okay, so they've got 2 mana up. Let's go for Teferi here. Oh, damn, as if they had the mystical dispute. Okay. That's annoying. Luckily, I mean, it wasn't our commander. Losing our commander would have been a lot worse there, I think. Even with the familiar out. That sucks. Not used to seeing this as much these days. I guess people seem to be terrified of blue cards. I mean, rightly so. Blue cards are pretty annoying. And we resolve a Niv. How many more 1 mana spells do they possibly have that can counter our stuff? Yeah, I thought as much. Mono blue, the most joyous opponent to face after all. Cyclonic Rift. Well, I mean, it's funny because we're literally just talking about doing this, but they still wanted to do it anyway, which is unusual. Actually, there's no point using loyalty for that, is there? And then it's got hexproof and multicolored, which means, okay, yeah, it can only be targeted by our things.
Trust me.
Actually, I think I will untap something here. The Jetmate Garden. I want to keep it the Fragment Reality, just in case they try and give Bruvac hexproof. We can get rid of it. Raven form. Yeah, that's annoying, but any delay is inevitable. Dies or is put into exile. Decline, so it will come back to our hand. Seems good. Probably just gonna kill him with spirits now. Once and in future with no creatures out, and I mean it doesn't really affect us in any way. Let's draw another card here. Yeah, we'll just keep making it
Ghosting feels weird, right?
come back to our hand, I guess. It's nice to see, we can handle ourselves against a blue deck, although it's not the greatest experience. It is doable. Not all the time, but there's Bruvac. How many combos are in this deck that just mill you? So yeah, we'll get rid of that. And they get a Merfolk Windrobber coming in tapped. That's good. Because now the Niv is going to hit them, draw 3, deal 3, gain 3. Yeah, that's really powerful. This seems okay. We have turn 2 Goose. Shame it's not turn 1 Goose, but we've got a lot of tap lands in the deck, given we have all the Triomes. Super Sentinel. That's pretty cool, actually. Goose and Sentinel. Sounds like a pub in the UK. Goose and Sentinel. Magna is a combo build. Especially with, so they have dwarves and vehicles that can tap it really easily. Before anything though, I do want to get out the Widespread Thieving, because this is kind of like a storm card in itself. So whenever we cast a multicolour spell, we get a treasure token. So given how many multicolour spells we have in the deck, this can go really crazy. it basically makes your multicolour spells cost 1 mana if they're 2 mana. So that's pretty cool. Swinging in, getting a treasure. When they start getting a vehicle out, things are looking pretty bad. Oh, we can actually get rid of both here. That's going to be very annoying for them. Very annoying. Food and treasure. In a weird way, we can transform this food into a treasure. So I think that's cool. I'm happy to do that. As I said, it just, you know, this widespread thieving is ludicrously good. And the blood splatter analysis is really cool as well. So it does 3 damage to something when it comes in. And then whenever one of the creatures dies, you mill a card, put a counter on it, and you sacrifice it if it has 5 or more counters on it. And then you return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It does a lot of stuff for 2 mana. A lot of stuff. So you can imagine late game when you have a lot of stuff in your graveyard, this will just come back, bring back a really good creature that you used. On top of a lightning bolt, you can't really go wrong. And yeah, they died because we just absolutely annihilated them with a curler guns command. I think I have to keep this because the removal is so damn good. Essentially, 3 removal spells and card advantage. Can't really go wrong there. The fact this is 1 black-green is kind of intense as well. Like normally you'd, something like this you may see as having black or green, but it means we can just cast her now. Pretty awesome. It's like Phyrexian Arena built into a creature. And it kind of says unblockable as well. Although Cultivate is going to be irritating, giving them a lot more mana. Double black. That's never good to see. Probably a casualty to war in their hand as well as we. Okay, so since we got another triome there, we're probably going to cycle this one to draw a card. Try and get some more action in our hand. Although, it's tempting to kill the Thalia, but we can probably do that in our turn. Jeez, so many lands. Let's exile the Thalia here. We can keep up the swords for something else. Draw again. Marfling, okay. If they have a board wipe, obviously this is very bad for us, but I mean, we have some good recovery stuff as well. Tireless Provisioner. Yikes. They are going to get so much mana. And their own Glisser. So our Glissers could actually just trade. Let's see if they want to do that. Do they want to trade Glissers? They're thinking about it. Okay. They don't really care enough to... Fair enough. Let's add blue. Go for Niv. And they're going to create a creature in response. We have the sword still. This Virtue of Loyalty is going to get pretty messed up. Borrow time. Okay. Take him to the command zone. Decline. Oh, hello, Louis. What's the matter? Oh, Louis just woken up from sleep. Go back to bed. Oh, go back to bed. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I think he's got tummy ache. So we've got a lot of stuff to kill here. And I don't think they're going to be too happy when they see us. We're just going to kill everything that they have. Yeah. Let's see if they want to trade with something or just block. Okay, fair enough. Let's take out all their creatures then. We'll use the casualties a bit later. For now, Grimflayer will just redeploy, and then yeah, next turn we'll probably go for the casualties on the borrow time, depending on what they do. I mean, the Virtue's good target as well. There'll probably be another way to kill the borrow time. Oh, okay. This might be enough. My goodness, let's put all this to the bottom. We want some big spells, don't we? Well, what if we just went for casualties next turn? Okay, now the wife's using the Hoover, I'm constantly berated by noise in this house. There is always something going on to interrupt my videos. I'm a father of one, but soon to be father of two, and it is absolutely crazy how many times I try and record and there's a noise going on. And you know what? The wife doesn't care. She does not care. Look at the lands on top there. That's wild. Wife doesn't care. Sad times. Hopefully my noise cancelling is good enough that you can't hear the Hoover, but my god, it's annoying. Okay. I think the boys woken up again. This is an absolute joke. Let's just try and finish this game quickly. Okay. That face. Oh dear, you bumped your head. Go back to bed, lovey. Get back to bed. Enchantment, land, creature. Let's just see if we can get rid of these. I really want them to just, I really need this to be the final blow here. Because the timing of everything is just not panning out. Okay, so we get Niv. They better not have a farewell or something. Infernal Grasp. Okay, well, I guess that means they don't have the farewell. Yeah, I know, I'm in the middle of a video! Okay, so yes, as you can see, it's pretty chaotic in here. I've had the boy all day. I've put the boy to bed 3 to 4 times now because he keeps waking up. And it's still my responsibility to take him back to bed because that's what it's like to be in this house, guys. So yeah, apologies for that outburst at the end there, guys. It's just, it's pretty stressful sometimes having the kid the whole weekend because the wife works or she's sleeping from late. And the tensions can be a bit high, especially when I'm just trying to do something for myself. You know, I just want to have some time to myself. I've had the boy from 9 AM till, what is it now? Midnight. It's midnight. That's a long time to solo anything. And yeah, I don't know. It's really hard, and it's going to get harder. I'm going to have another kid soon. And I know it's my fault completely, but my god, it's hard. And I chose it. I chose this fate. But yeah, I want to bring you guys magic content if I can. I'm trying so hard. 3 videos a week. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. Maybe I should drop it to keep my sanity. But then the YouTube algorithm is so harsh. It's so harsh. If I were to do that, I would lose all momentum, and it really does suck. Anyway, Niv-Mizzet Guildpact. I realised that in recording, I don't think I even got this off once, this ability. And I'm starting to wonder if this is actually good. I'm questioning myself. Okay, so I had to take a break there just to put the boy back to bed again. This has to be a record for the most amount of breaks I've had recording. And that's why you'll hear at the beginning of the video, I'm a lot more upbeat. At the end, I'm like, oh my god, just end me. It's so stressful trying to do anything with constant nagging. Constant nagging. I just can't hear my own thoughts. But yes, what I was saying was Niv-Mizzet never being able to get this off once doesn't make it a good commander. I don't know. Is it because people quit by the time you actually get to even do this trigger? It's hard to say. I mean, the deck operates pretty well by itself. And people in the past have complained that, oh, you've never cast a commander. Well, yeah, but that's just life. I'm not going to... How can I can't warp reality to make it the best time to cast, the best time to attack. I can't control whether this gets to attack or not if the opponent has removal. It's just not realistic for people to expect me to always be able to cast, always be able to attack. The deck by itself, 99 is solid. I think that's pretty good. It is a slight twist on the other Nivs. I still like it nevertheless. I'm still going to probably use it for a while to come, because 5 colour decks, well, they're good for a few things. They're good for finishing dailies. They're good for trying out new combinations of cards. You can put any cards you want into 5 colour, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, apologies for this deck and this video. It's tough being a dad, a father of one, and I don't know how MTG Gnome does it. He's got 2 kids, 2 little kids as well. And I'm soon to follow Gnome's life, having 2 kids of my own. So yeah, if you have any sympathy for me, you'll like, subscribe, and even consider donating to the channel, because YouTube really doesn't pay me enough for this. It really doesn't. Not for the amount of effort and pain I go through to bring these videos. And yeah, it's just great to support the channel. If you do want to support the channel, go to my Ko-fi and Patreon links below, where you can just help a brother out. It's tough these days, guys. It really is tough, but I try to be realistic as possible. Ups and downs, you get all of it. That's what you're here for. You're here for the personality, not just the gameplay. Anyway, why don't you watch another one of my videos in which I'm not as pissed off. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.